just critique every mistake I make, trying to identify what I did wrong, what I did right, what I could have done better. It's going to be a pretty long one, 20 minutes. So I flew into Greasy because I am impatient, and it was the first spot. I don't really care about trying to land somewhere extremely safe. I get like the luckiest kill here. I follow this guy in. I don't really get him time to get anything. He has a blue pump though. And I could kind of hear that he was trying to peek the corner, so I was just trying to rush the corner as fast as I could so we didn't have advantage. And that's just kind of stealing tempo away from him. Because if you're dictating the fight, you have a lot better chance you're going to win the fight. See if I can turn down my desktop audio a little bit. There we go. I'm just resourcing up super quickly. I know coming up here I make like a really silly mistake, but I can also hear someone's really close. I almost made the mistake of thinking he was trying to enter the house, but then I realized how far away it was and the direction it was coming from, so I knew that he was trying to peek this. I started walking up on him and I realized he's completely clueless, and I could have really done whatever I wanted. This is probably like my weakest point, is like doing silly things like this. Trying to get through windows is so difficult for me. I know there's a guy in here because I saw him land in here. I wanted him to get a little nervous, so I built up on him, but I wasn't even peeking yet. I took the half shield I picked up originally, and once I peeked over here, I could see that the way he destroyed it, I could see the entire upstairs and completely control where he's at. I'm listening to the doors he opens. I know he's directly beneath me opening doors. Now I know he's coming up the stairs, and I can peek him. And he pulled out a thermal AR, so honestly it probably didn't even matter that I had the high ground advantage there because he was kind of being a potato, but it worked. I think I have like a solid 6 LMs right out of Greasy, 6 or 7. I was debating back and forth between whether I was going to bring the LMG or the SMG, just because I know this early into the game most people don't have many materials, and having something where you can just break right through a wall and force them to have materials is good. I just realized I didn't even see that guy standing directly next to me. What she did wrong right there is she exposed her entire body. There is a guy right next to me. That is insane. I still didn't see him. It's incredible. He's standing right there. That's funny. Again, one of the biggest things I've learned in the past, probably even just week, because I've only playing for 7 weeks today, is it looks really cool to jump down from high ground. Like you're gonna surprise them, like it's Game of Thrones or something, and you're gonna jump on their head. But at the end of the day, you should just stay high ground. If you look on the map, you can see there's still that guy who's like AFK'd that I completely missed. Sexy Gray is just chilling. And then there's another guy off to my right. At this point I have already 6 LMs. I didn't do anything too impressive. Like when I get 6 LMs like this, I never really feel like, oh my god, I'm getting so much better. It's more like these people need to get better and work on some of the stuff. You can see right here, this guy's following me. Like he definitely has sights on me. I think my wife was behind me, or my fiance was behind me on the phone, so I think I kept pausing here, turning around listening to her because it was rather important. You can see he's taking a straight path, taking a shot, took one, missed the other. It was a decent building. I was trying to just figure out where he was. I got one laser there, relying way too much on my shooting as usual instead of trying to build on him. I probably didn't need to do that, but it was really fun and neat, and I just wanted to get close because I wanted to close the distance on him. I know practicing my building is the most important thing I can be doing. He's building up on me. He gets around. I should have saw that coming. That was a good move by him. Again, he probably should have deserved that win right there. He built better than me. He came to the side. I lost where he was. But fortunately, for playing so much Overwatch, my tracking is just on point, and I just shot a little better than he did. It sucks that replays don't have what guns I have and what materials I have. Even at this point, I have over 600 materials, I think, as many people as I killed. I have band-aids. I have like 10 minis, 15 band-aids, blue tack, purple SMG, and a purple scar. So as far as weapons and materials and meds go, I'm like completely okay. Really the only thing I need is a med kit and a half shield. And I have more than enough time. As you see, I'm going to just skip through, jump forward a bit. Coming into Shifty, I was a little nervous because I saw a whole bunch of building, but it's the challenge this week is Shifty, so likely people were here super early and they're probably gone. Grab some mushrooms. Still moving. Still only at 75, right around 65 shield. One of the things I've been doing lately too, just to make sure I'm getting as much value out of each game I play, is I push every single person I see for the most part. Like if I think it's a fight worth taking, to the extent that I'm not going to get pinched taking it, I'm going to take the fight every single time. Every single time, because that's the only way I'm going to get better, is if I keep pushing and pushing and pushing. And my gameplay in Overwatch was always hyper aggressive, probably too aggressive, frankly. And I play Fortnite the exact same way. I remember this. I heard a supply drop, and then I heard him open a supply, or I heard the supply drop land. And so I'm kind of moving around. I saw him earlier, so I knew what he was doing. I build up. This isn't the best right here. This wasn't bad. Just coming in on top of him. I open a little hole. Probably should have done a 3-hole, just so I could have gotten a better angle. One shot with attack. And I love the purple SMG. She drops me. I was ready for it, though. Perfect tracking. She didn't have a chance. Honestly, what I should have done, that was probably a mistake, because if she was better at shooting, I could have at least lost some shield. I probably wouldn't have died, because no one's going to one-shot me with an attack at that much health. But especially falling from above, it would be impossible to hit the angle right to get a perfect headshot. But it still was a risk I shouldn't have taken. Once she started shooting, I was only like hopping distance from the other drop. So when she shot it out from under me, if I was on the right floor, I could have had a perfect angle down on top of her. I love watching replays because you get to see how close people are. And so you see this guy, he's clearly following me. And if I remember this correctly, I'm even checking my flank and I don't even see him. Yeah, I remember he shot and I had no idea where this guy was, zoning me out perfectly with the tree. And so I thought he was I was remembering the angle that it came from, and I thought he couldn't hit me from it. That was a huge mistake. I shouldn't have done that. He could have easily had the kill there, but it's kind of a indecision right here. That's what I should have done originally to take it down. I hear him building, and I'm like, oh crap, what is he doing? But I outbuild him. He shoots me out, and again, that was a mistake. Once I saw him shooting, I should have just went over to the side. I could have built a floor, could have built walls, could have done anything. This is, again, me surviving 2 fights now because I have good tracking and I shoot well. And that's not what I'm trying to do. Like, every time I do that and I get a kill like that, it's a little exciting, of course, and I'm happy about it, but it's still a little... it's a fault. I know when that's the case, there's something better I could have done. I could have easily built better in that situation. I could have done a 1-by-1. I get a little antsy, I feel like, in games like this. I knew the storm was coming in, and so I just kind of wanted to finish it. But at the same time, I could have lost, so it wasn't worth it. And so what I do the rest of the game here, and this is what I generally do once it gets to this close to the end, I don't like to do it any sooner than this, is I like to run the edges looking for someone, and I won't move towards the center of the circle until I know I see someone. And once I see someone, I'll move in. But so I see that guy, I see it finished building, I know he's there, I know I'm on the very edge of the storm, he's probably not looking at his flank. This is one thing I wanted to see, is did he know I was coming from the building? And he did. Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't tell if he knew I was coming from my building or if he knew I was coming from... See, he built on me right there. And this is what I'm actually getting better at, is turtling. I do the double staircase, turn around, flip. I know he's shooting me, so I jump. And that was actually correct. The mistake I said I made 2 times in a row last time was I let them shoot me out without actually getting... without jumping or trying to do something evasive. And there, he was more focused on shooting me out than shooting me, and so he died. Again, I have the perfect weapons. Scar, purple SMG, which I love, even though people don't, and a blue tack, which I also love. I feel like pump is so inconsistent right now with what they did, and it's probably just mostly in my head, but I just don't feel like it's worth it anymore to double pump. I'd rather hold an extra set of band-aids. The purple SMG is so good at pushing through walls, especially when you have a purple SMG and a purple Scar. You know, you blow through with the SMG, blow the entire clip, switch to the Scar. For the most part, if you do that, you're likely, if you're shooting down on top of them like you should be when they're turtling, you should be able to get at least, 50, 60 chip damage in, and they ain't gonna be happy after that. Even if they have full shield, you've taken them low. And they're turtling, so they have to have a half shield to heal back up, so you're doing permanent damage. I just love the purple SMG. It feels just like Sombra's gun, if anyone ever plays Overwatch. I love Sombra. It's definitely one of my best aiming characters, because my tracking's pretty tight, so I want to skip ahead quite a bit, because I end up just running this entire thing. I'm not sure where anyone is. I know where 1x1s are, but I don't have a sniper. I didn't want to have a sniper. I can snipe just fine. I don't feel like sitting there trying to take people's heads off. It's just a waiting game. It's like patience. It doesn't really, in a lot of ways, ever feel like I'm gaining anything out of it. And again, I just want to build better. Gotta build better. I know there's a guy in this one. I saw him built it, I think, originally, is why I'm keeping my eye on him so hard. Trying to keep the tree in between us, keep another tree in between us, and again, if you look at my positioning on the map, I'm running the edge. I'm trying to run the edge, find someone I know I'm not going to get pinched at. You see these 3 people on the map? The reason I didn't push him is because I knew they were there. If I pushed him, the odds that someone pushes me, one of those 2 people who's pushing me, there's like a 66% chance that one of them's going to try to push me, and I don't want to deal with that. I'm good, but I don't want to 2-on-1 anyone, no matter what. This guy's pushing up on me. I forgot about this. This is another, really lucky situation. This guy is all over me. I'm surprised he didn't just build towards me. I'm looking through. I edited to make sure no one's behind me. I was a little paranoid, as I should be, because as you can see, he's right there next to me, still looking at me. I'm still editing, still looking, I'm still paranoid. The game's feeling a little easy. And he pushes past. I'm surprised he didn't try to take a bridge or something to me. I would've. Because you're not going to get pinched if you push me. I'm the furthest out. There's 5 people left, or 8. Oh, there's 8 people. I guess that's not true. I still would have done it. It would have felt safe to me. I remember hearing that supply drop getting taken. That was the guy. He decided to push the supply drop instead of push me. And now all 5 of them are mad close. And like I said, I'm trying to take every single fight. This Dr. Exploit guy, by the way, he's in a bush. I don't know why it's not rendering the bush. He just got knocked out of the bush with that first shot by Frank Ocean. That Frank Ocean guy, that was the guy I was worried about the most. I didn't want to expose myself. Again, I don't have a sniper. There's no point in me trying to get a sniping battle going on. I run around a little bit. I move... Oh, wait. Let's see. Okay. This is where that guy just was, too, that I thought was going to push me. A little decent building. I'm getting faster. I tried to do it really fast, and then I realized big branch in the way. If that ever happens, just destroy it. Don't get frustrated with yourself. Don't sit there and think, oh, am I going to destroy that or am I not going to destroy it? And then you're just wasting time deciding. And see, I didn't realize this. I was still worried about this Frank Ocean guy because he seemed like he was sniping heads. And this is a new thing that I've been doing on a regular basis. Not new as in no one else does it, but something I've been picking up on. I'll do it here in like 1 second. I know that guy's there too. Oh wow, they're like all over each other. Still worried about that 1x1. That's sad that he's been gone for so long. I just missed him. I was building when he was running. And so I jump through, shoot that out. I'm like, what? No kill. What? What happened? I see that person. I think that's the last person I end up fighting. Like, besides the potato I kill at the end. I'm just really, really unsure of what I need to be doing. I know there's 2 people fighting there. I know there's someone there. I saw this girl over here, and so I don't feel comfortable pushing. And if they're going to do the work for me, I'm going to wait. I have 17 seconds. I know I brought up my map. I zoomed in to make sure I was close. I'm just putting random pressure. The reason I'm doing that is because I wanted her to push forward into those 2 people. And I thought if I destroyed it, I could get her to push. It didn't work. It was a nice thought, maybe. I'm not even peeking here. My head wasn't even all the way up. I'm looking at how much time I have. It says it's moving in, but it's 1.5 minutes till it moves in. Accidentally crouching. And so again, like I've said like 3 or 4 times, I usually only like to push people I'm pinching. Or I like to push if I know I'm not going to be pinched. But that girl to the right, I knew was worse than this guy. And I know Cypher says it all the time, and it's completely true. Push the person you know's better. I built a wall like a complete idiot. I started panicking here. Purple SMG. It has a use. And this end of the game is like hyper boring. I'm just gonna watch all the mistakes I make. I know where this girl is. She put a trap like seconds ago. I see her. I didn't want to give away my spot. I built a floor, and I didn't take fall damage, which is smart. That's pretty rare for me. And I lost her. I can hear her a little bit, but I lost her. And so I built a 1x1. I was like, I'm absolutely not getting built up on. I'm looking through my floors. I've had probably about, in my limited time playing this game, I've probably had 20 really painful second places where I've just said, oh, I can drop down. I'm such a great shooter. If we're on the same level, no one has positional advantage, I'm going to win. And I shouldn't do that. I'm looking through, I'm trying to find this girl. The only reason I'm shooting right here, I have literally no idea where she is. I'm trying to scare her out. Trying to get her to be so worried about what's happening that she's moving around, and it worked. So now I hear her, now I know where she's at. We're inside the circle, she's inside the circle. All she's trying to do is hope I screw up. I know she's under the tree. I don't want her to see me before I drop. And I honestly probably shouldn't have done this, but I was just so confident in my shooting. Line it up. And when you have an LMG out versus a blue tack, it's pretty easy. Hope you liked the video, guys. It's me dancing. I was really excited about this one. I think I was like yelling and dancing with my dog too. But if If you enjoyed, subscribe, follow us on Twitch. Me and my fiance play almost every day. Hope you guys had a good time. Let me know what you think. See you guys later. Bye.